Alright, just a little bit of a recap. I want you to think again about how the animals are doing with their goals for Animal Farm, and think a little bit about the windmill. Now, the windmill as a symbol is really interesting, and I think that there are a couple different options, and well, probably even more than a couple different options for what the windmill might represent. But I did want to talk with you a little about why the windmill itself might have been chosen as the symbol. The windmill is, in literature at least, often very closely related to the tale of Don Quixote. Now, if you know the tale of Don Quixote, it's about a old Spanish warrior who is still chasing after his dreams. He still wants to obtain the grand status that he always wanted when he was younger. And there's a really intriguing scene where he's kind of a little bit crazy. In fact, the term quixotic comes from Don Quixote, which is a term that means just kind of a little bit nuts, a little bit flighty. And he starts riding really hard. He rides his horse really hard at what he thinks is a giant, but it's actually a windmill. So the windmill itself often represents, in literature, something that is just kind of a grandiose dream that really doesn't actually exist in reality, that's all just kind of in your head. So that, I think, is one option for the windmill for Animal Farm. They think that it's going to give them a lot of really great opportunities. They think it's really going to set them apart as a farm. They think it's going to be their saving grace. It's this great project. But is it really actually going to fix all of their problems, or is it really just kind of intensifying them, as happens in the tale of Don Quixote? So I would pay attention to the windmill and consider what other symbols the windmill might be attached to.